You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Preeti Dahiya, and we are building up to the big India versus Pakistan Asia Cup clash. In 41-year history of Asia Cup, this is the first time that the two teams are going to face each other in the final of the tournament. And at NDTV, we are calling it the Grudge Final. Why, you ask? Well, we all know that passions are high. There's been a lot of tensions, gestures, complaints and hearings. In fact, some politicians are still calling for a boycott. It is a high-stakes game, and with me, of course, is a power-packed lineup. Let me introduce all our guests to you one by one. Of course, on my left, we'll begin with the one and only Kapil Dev, Kapil Paji, the man who lifted India's first World Cup. Kapil Paji, welcome to the show. So good to have you with us. And it's the big clash. Of course, we will be getting all the inputs from the big man himself. We also have former India cricketer Nikhil Chopra with me in the studios, along with Atul Wassan. Welcome to both of you. Well, very rightly said there. It's not just a cricket match. It's a cultural event for the live audience there. It's pretty much a political event for both the countries as well. Amidst high drama, a lot of tension, so much of passions, you know, on both the sides of the border. We've seen how the two matches that the two countries have played so far have panned out. Paji, I'll begin with you. Now, India versus Pakistan final for the first time in Asia Cup. What can we expect from this blockbuster? And in your mind, what makes it a blockbuster clash?
I think it should be a very close match. That will be a blockbuster. But if you say only one team win totally 100%, then it's not fun. Yes, as a cricket-wise, I like to see my team win within 10, 12 overs, but that's not going to be fun. Fun should be, it should be a close match and let best team win. And I know at this stage, my team is far better than other teams.
But there you go, Nikhil. You know, Pajik is answering himself in the very same conversation that on one hand, as cricket lovers, we all want a well-fought encounter because at the end of the day, it's the final of Asia Cup. Two of the best teams in the continent are facing each other. But are these two of the best teams? Isn't it a one-sided sort of a clash going by what has transpired so far?
Well, in a multi-nation tournament, when the two teams make it to the final, of course, you would probably say in the competition, those are the two best teams that have made it to the final. Yeah, the difference is also how Team India has dominated against every other team in the competition. They've been winning with clinical performances, dominating every single game as well. But the beauty about this format, the T20 format, the most certain thing is the uncertainty of the sport. Because of the pace of the game, you make a couple of mistakes, you don't have too much time to recover. Like in a 50-over game, 300 deliveries, you lose a couple of wickets. That format allows you to build a partnership. But this sport, this particular format, you know, you make a couple of mistakes and you could literally hurt yourself in terms of winning the game. So all the more reason you got to tread carefully. It's important to be confident, but not be overconfident going into the final. If you want to get your hands on that silverware, you know, you got your plans, but the idea is to go out there and execute your plans.
No, Atul, those words of caution, of course, are going to be in the mind of the cricketers as they approach the game. But at the end of the day, let's talk about the two teams and how they compare with each other. What are your thoughts on that? One team has almost stormed its way into the finals, and we were talking about wobbling into the finals. That's when you remind yourself of Pakistan. Isn't the comparison a bit unfair, like Surya said?
No, it's fair. I think that's the reality now, because India in T20 format, we won the World Cup. We didn't lose a single game. But this is the format where a lesser team can come back, and that's why I will never write off any team, because now they've reached it. Remember, Pakistan reached the '92 World Cup in Australia. This is it's in the nature of the beast. So in spite of their inherent weakness, I would still, not write them off. And I think, and it's amazing, the kind of traction and the kind of skin in the game Indian fans have got. In spite of India keep winning again and again, they still have the fervor to go and watch the matches. That is the secret of cricket. That's why cricket has become the alpha sport. I think, and Pakistan also, you said grudge. Pakistan has got a grudge. We don't have any grudge. If we have grudge, we have grudges since 1948. But they have got a grudge against, because we are doing well economically, financially and globally. So they have just got this ruse, this jealousy against us. So they feel that if they win in cricket, it just puts a balm on their wounds.
Paji, would you agree with that grudge that perhaps that Pakistani cricketers are carrying, does it show in their body language on the field? Have you noticed that?
I think when they stay together so long and everybody want to dominate it within the families and they want to show we are the better. I think it come natural. You can use the word grudge, but it remain there. You don't want to, you want to be one up on other team, other people, and that's what it's happening because we stayed so close so many years and suddenly we apart from each other and now we want to show we are better than other people and that will remain. But I think what Atul said, I like to support so many times, he says so many things. I like to support, yes, we financially we done better, our country done better, economy, every side we done so well. So I think this is a time where they have a grudge. Yes, they want to perform better, at least on the sports, at least where they used to dominate it, not anymore.
Right.
So there are degrees of, if you use the vocabulary, there's envy, there's jealousy, and then there's a grudge. We are not even envious. So that's the degree of
There's
separation.
nothing to be envious about, honestly.
Exactly.
I mean, the opponent has to offer something to be envious for. But when we talk about the trajectory of Pakistan cricket, on one hand, India is just going up. On the other, there's a big dip in Pakistan cricket. And, Paji was talking about how things have really progressed from 80s, 90s, even early 2000s to the situation now. Nikhil, do you almost sense a desperation in the acts of Pakistani cricketers when they perform on the field? They want to really prove themselves that, yeah, we are here on the basis of our cricket, acumen and our capabilities, but you're not delivering and it shows.
See, for every 15-member squad, no matter which country they're representing, they're also the ambassadors and they're showcasing how well your cricket board's doing. Correct. Or the kind of preparations you get them to go out there and showcase their talent and international cricket. You spoke about 70s and 80s, 90s. The Australian side won 3 World Cups together. The entire cricketing fraternity from the world over was trying to follow or emulate what the Australian cricket system has been. What are the coaching methods? Today, every cricket board worldwide is trying to follow the BCCI, saying, what are these guys doing different? One after the other, they got match winners. Right from, Paji was our inspiration, the first World Cup winning captain, that, we could be a world-beating side as well. You look at Tendulkar, you look at Rohit Sharma, you look at Sunil Gavaskar. One after the other, every different era, generation, there have been world-beating stars, and you've got stars supporting that system as well.
Yeah.
What the BCCI has done in the last so many years, of course, the cricketing system has grown, it's gone into villages, the infrastructure has gone down really to the rural system. Today, after the IPL, literally in the last, say, 24 months to 36 months, every state association has got their own domestic T20 league, giving their youngsters about 200 kids a preparation or a ground to prepare themselves for the BCCI Sayyid Mushtaq Ali Trophy, where they go and showcase their skill set. If they do well, they get picked in the IPL, and they go on there and become heroes as well.
Yeah.
So that fear from international cricket stadium or 30,000 people you're playing in front of, that fear is gone.
Absolutely.
It's taught them how that energy you can take.
I think one thing I like to say, the grudge, what you said about the players have. I don't think so. The player have so much grudge. I think the people have. People of Pakistan give me impression when you listen to them, they have a grudge. How come this country or team playing so well and our country was far better on the cricket ground? I think that people can't take it. Player understand we are not better than them. They take it. But I think common person can't take it. That's why they make so much more noise.
But Paji, that grudge also transforms into frustration, which we see in the breaking of TV sets every time Pakistan loses a match to India. But you wanted to add a point.
I just want to carry on from what Nikhil is saying. Nikhil has said we all know how our ecosystem has grown and why we are so good. The difference is he mentioned Australia. I think it's just not the coaching. I think it was the attitude, it was the assurance of their future, it was their system where they used to pick a player and they used to give him enough chances to fail or to succeed. We didn't have that. That maturity was not there. Now we see that maturity. The selectors are there, you're picking a player, you're giving them chances. Earlier on, if you just don't do, and there were camps, and you were out because there was only Ranji Trophy. So that kind of insecurity didn't let us express. And we just wanted to be survive. Now its system has changed. Pakistan has got Super League now. See, they thought IPL, but I think where they went wrong was it was a poor man's league. because this is just a lower. But they thought the people doing well there.
Yeah.
They suddenly, because of the adulation, they become big stars. But Pakistan cricket didn't put them on the bigger stage. Indian system was such that Yapil was built up and then we carried on.
Of course.
So I think that system they lacked, and then that kind of overestimation.
Yeah.
And once they come up against, they lose to Ireland, they lose to Afghanistan. And then they go back to PSL and they are big stars again. And then the survival is there, because that's the system where the selection team, because everything is connected from the top, the army, the PCB, and the players.
Well,
so
no
everything
matter
is like
how
this.
hard they try to keep their politics and their army away from the cricket field, it is all a part of the same ecosystem that ultimately affects the performance on the field. But the confidence that all our three cricket experts are talking about in the Indian team, it shows not just in their performance on the field, but also when Captain Surya Yadav comes out in the press conference and addresses the media, in a way also addresses his countrymen and says that I'm going to dedicate this win to the victims of Pahalgam and their families. That is where the confidence also shows. But it's another matter that he has been fined for that statement. All right. So, Paji, there are two ways of looking at this statement. One is that, there was sportsmanship at stake when you refused to shake hands with your opponents. And the other was his patriotism, which he displayed by, dedicating the win to the victims' families. Is it fair to question his patriotism and, the tribute that he was trying to give to the victims?
No, I think if he's talking as a team, it's different. If he's talking about himself, it's totally different. Yes, I think when you're playing, if you ask me as a sportsman, I love to play. But if my government allow me to play, I'll play. Otherwise, my personal thing about, I don't want to play with them.
Yes.
I'm totally against them. That's your personal. But I think when the country decided, and I represent the country, I will do what my country says. You like it or not, I depend on that. Then it comes to the individual. Look, country comes or not, my ethics says, no, I don't want to play, then don't play.
Fair enough.
Can I ask you a question? This is the system in India where if I am saying that match should carry on because the government has allowed it, everybody is coming after me. That doesn't make me less of a patriot. If I don't mention Pahalgam, that doesn't make me less of a patriot. This optics, this tokenism is what I'm against, because even if he wouldn't have said it, he's still a patriot, because it's a given that we're all there. But this is the kind of, eyeballs, the tokenism, which people expected, and it was like a bomb. And then everybody laps it up, and 30%, 130% is also okay.
But then that's the price that you pay for standing up for what you really feel for.
No, but
Nikhil,
I'm just, my question is that he was obliged to say this.
We are not in the position to
We
really
don't
verify
know.
that. But
as they were obliged to do like this.
We are not in a position to honestly verify that. But at the end of the day, it really did come from the heart, Nikhil. That was my opinion looking at that reaction.
Yeah, true. It's probably like an individual, he felt really hurt with whatever's happened.
Yeah.
And it was his own personal thing. He got that opportunity and say, well, with this win, I dedicate this entire victory to the armed forces as well, as a leader of the country for that cricket team.
Absolutely.
He's got every right. If I correct, 99 when we were playing the World Cup in England, at that moment in time we had the Kargil war as well. And I think if I'm not wrong, when we won against Pakistan at that moment in time, that victory was also dedicated to the armed forces.
Absolutely. And this has happened in the past. And so many times we've seen not just cricketers, but, athletes across the board wear black armbands for some cause or the other. So this is not unprecedented. Let's see how the ICC really views this gesture in the larger picture, in the larger scheme of things. But our focus continues to be on the big clash between India and Pakistan in Asia Cup final. And let's just gauge the mood across the country with our reporters now. Joining me are Sujata Dwivedi from Mumbai and Ritu Rajpurohit from Bengaluru. We will go across to them as well. And if I can bring in Sujata first here, when it comes to Mumbai, of course, Surya Yadav is going to lead the charge. We have many Mumbaikers in the team. I want to understand from you, Sujata, how are the people there gearing up for the big clash? Do we have some fans with us right now?
Well, absolutely. And at present, I'm here at the NL cricket ground, and what you see behind me is not just players, but these are future cricketers who are in the making. And like you see, young kids all prepped up with balls in their hands. Let us understand from them. Aapka naam kya hai?
Dhairya.
You like playing cricket?
Yes.
Do you know tomorrow there's India versus Pakistan match?
Yes, that is a final.
It is the final. So are you excited for it?
Yes.
Okay, so who's your favorite player in the team?
Abhishek Sharma.
He's your favorite player.
Yes.
Why?
He is a man of the match like.
Oh, so he could be the man of the match. Do you like cricket?
Yes, very much.
Very much. What do you want to say about the match tomorrow?
Nothing.
Nothing. So you are happy for the match. We've got some more players who are here to play cricket. Sir, to know from you, tomorrow is the final, India versus Pakistan. There were voices coming up, the match shouldn't be watched or neither played. But now that it is finally happening, how excited are you for the match?
Definitely. Any final which India plays, it's a great occasion and something to look forward to.
Surya Yadav from Mumbai, hailing from this very place. What do you think? Will he really be able to get onto the trophy? Because he's been performing and he's in a brilliant form right now. Do you think he'll be able to take that pressure on and lift it up on his shoulders?
Yeah, I think the pressure is on Pakistan right now because we've beaten them in a quite a continuous streak now. So yeah, I think India has the upper hand.
India is up the rank. So we are listening to players here. Sir is here. Sir, you have been a trainer for so many players. You've been training them. Now that tomorrow is the final match of India versus Pakistan for the Asia Cup, what do you think? How is India right now? How are they going to play?
India will win.
Okay.
And Surya and Abhishek Sharma. We hit the 50 runs and India will win.
Okay. So we are listening to coaches and young players who are here at the NL cricket ground, and they are very confident that India is going to win, and especially they are betting on to their captain Surya Yadav and Abhishek Sharma.
And why not? Abhishek Sharma, in fact, is the sweetheart of the nation right now. Every youngster, I believe, is betting on him. Paji, your thoughts on Abhishek Sharma, the way he's displayed his talent in Asia Cup. I really want to understand from you, this boy is meant for bigger occasions, and tomorrow is one big occasion for him.
I think one thing we all should understand, this is the first season in international he's playing. People will go back and assess how to bowl to him. Yes, if he played 3 years in a row like this, then he is there. I mean, nobody can doubt. At the moment, I will still say, whatever he done, excellent. I mean, par excellent. You can't even compare with anybody. But again, you must give him 3 years to recognize he's one of the best opening batsmen ever born. So I would still give him more time, because let the opposition will start study about his batting, how to bowl, what to do. I think it's happened. So many new bowlers come, they have so much talent, they come out and bowl. Next season, the batsman will study him and say that's how it's going to happen. And that's what always going to happen. But I think what the talent and ability, what he shows, again, I would say if he get 100 after 100 will be much better. He get 30, 13 or 60, 70. But I hope he can cross the line to make 100. Yes, I mean that's what all the cricketer would like to see. If he can cross that little bit more line, another 15 balls, he can do that.
We are keeping our fingers crossed. Final could be that occasion. Quickly, Nikhil, then I'll go to Bengaluru.
I want to ask Paji a question because just trying to get the analogies together in terms of Abhishek Sharma of today. Kapil Paji was leading and captaining somebody like a Krishnamachari Shrikant. What do you tell somebody like that? At that stage also, you allow them to go out there and showcase their talent?
Yeah, I think you express, you give a free hand to the batsman, but again, you have to make sure you tell them that when you settle, when you play 20, 30 balls, then don't throw your wicket. That's what it happened. And Shrikant was one, you can't tell him anything else. That's what he liked to play that.
I think it's a wrong analogy because there was no T20.
Exactly.
Because he was playing like this in Test cricket, Paji will also be upset, So I think the clarity of thought is there, and I think the next progression where 3 years Paji is saying, so whether can he become a good one-day player? Forget Test player because these players are not even thinking.
He's in contention for the
so I think so. Then because if you see the averages, cricket is just by data, and if we compare players from different eras, I think if you leave Bradman, I think Gavaskar and Tendulkar were better players than Bradman because Bradman played all his cricket in Australia and England only.
That's a very
we don't know how good he. Why we don't know how good he will be if he were played in Sri Lanka and India.
I want to drag you back to the India-Pakistan clash.
So he has to play all over the world, and T20 even if you are high 30s,
Right.
because you will fail. Because if you're hitting if your mentality is to hit the six, first thought, then eventually the time will come when you can get out also.
And
But
in fact, the kind of explosive batsman that Abhishek is, I'm sure, Paji, the opponents are already studying his methodology. But I'll quickly go across to my colleague Ritu Raj Purohit from Bengaluru now. She's been waiting for a while to get us reactions of fans from Bengaluru. Ritu, over to you. Just give us a sense of how excited people are there for the clash.
Well, you see in Bengaluru as well, you have these budding cricketers who have joined us, who are very quite excited about the India-Pakistan match. They have their own thoughts about it. They have their own plannings as well, that how they really look forward to the India-Pakistan match. What are your plans tomorrow? How are you going to watch India-Pakistan match? It is a big clash that all of us are quite excited about. What is your plan?
Yes, Pakistan has opportunity to win against India and Pakistan. So India has a good top order batsman, Hardik Pandya, Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill. But Pakistan also focus on what the game is going on. So yeah, I hope. I'm too excited too, but I watch the game. We have bowlers also. We have Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya as the. We have much, but Pakistan will focus on the match, like how they'll play in the match.
There you see a technical answer coming in from one of the budding cricketer here in Bengaluru. Who are you looking forward to? Who's your favorite cricketer? What is the message that you really have? What are your expectations from that one particular cricketer?
I think Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma who can perform this match, as our openers are really required to give a good start to the Indian team, as if they give a good start and if we are batting first, we can take a good total to 200 or 210 and we can see the total. So Abhishek Sharma and Shubman Gill are my top batsmen to perform.
All right, perfectly said that is. What do you think? How is the tomorrow's match that's going to really be one-sided match? What is that? The plus about the team India, probably the minus about the Pakistan, or probably the Pakistan's plus that can be the minus for team India?
I think India has a chance to win.
What are your plans? How do you plan to watch tomorrow's match?
I enjoy the match, sit at home and watch the match.
All right. There you see there's a lot of excitement in the air, therefore. They have their own thoughts about the match. You see there's some technical answers also coming in, that how they really look forward to the certain cricketers to play. What are your expectations from tomorrow's match? It's going to be a historical match.
Yeah, maybe since the last two India-Pakistan clashes were not exactly exciting. We were expecting them to be exciting, but they did not give us the thing we were expecting for. But this one is going to be good, as Pakistan have made a few replacements. I'm not saying that they still have the upper hand. India still has the upper hand. But Abhishek Sharma has been playing well in all these matches, and he might struggle tomorrow or he might not perform. But we still have Sanju Samson and Hardik Pandya who have not performed yet. So it's their due day tomorrow. So
there you see that the young budding cricketers, all that they really have to say is that since the team remains to be unbeaten so far, all that there is a lot of excitement as well. So they really hope that the team India is going to win. Who's your favorite cricketer? The message that you have for the team India?
My favorite cricketer is Surya Kumar Yadav, and I want India to win this.
So yes, a lot of wishes coming in there for the team India from the Bengaluru. Let's see what really the match has for these budding cricketers tomorrow.
All right, Ritu, thank you so much. What I really love about this age group of 8 to 12, Atul, is that there are no filters.
So but the guy with the kid with the glasses, sign him up.
Yeah.
He's perfect for
Sign him
media.
up.
he's so good, yeah.
All right. No, but Paji, no filters. They've been saying that, okay, even if Abhishek Sharma fails tomorrow, we have others in the lineup. Very honest about their entire assessment of the team. And I think what makes this team really unbeatable, if I could use that word, is the fact that we don't have just one person or one player that we are depending on.
No, I think before you start talking to them, my thought come in my head was that when you have Abhishek Sharma, a player of that caliber, 99% opposition spend time working and thinking about him, how to handle that. And so many times you stop thinking about rest of the player. You used to have Sachin, Virat Kohli, Sunil Gavaskar. The opposition always look for the bigger player. So sometimes you have an advantage because they don't plan too much about other players, and that's a big advantage.
No, but that's the advantage that Nikhil, I think India anyway has when we play against Pakistan, because the two countries, because of the limited exposure that they have to each other, are not very sure of the talent that's going to be in front of them. You focus on one or two players who've been performing consistently, and then whoop, there's a surprise.
Yeah, well, in terms of comparison also, man to man, I guess Team India has got many more match winners. You look at from 1 to 11, if Akshar Patel is coming in batting at number 8, who's been winning you games single-handedly, even in the IPL. You look at some of the other batsmen, once they get starts, like Paji just mentioned, you get a start, you look to convert that start and make sure you win the game for your side. Yeah. I guess the Indian team, with the experience and how they've been able to go out there and win games, even in the IPL, international exposure, the first thought is, if I get a start, 15, 20 runs, today's my day, it's my responsibility to go out there and finish the game. They're not looking to play or secure a spot in the side. They're coming into the game with a mindset, if I have a good day or if I have a start, I'm going to try and win the game. You look at the bowling as well, whether it's Jasprit Bumrah, Kuldeep, Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya with the new ball as well. The mindset of this generation is completely shifted. They're only thinking about how to win games.
Atul, I'm going to frame this question a little differently here. Do you get a feeling that, the way our openers have been performing in Asia Cup so far, they are actually the finishers as well? The big partnership that we put together, whether chasing or setting up a target, the game is over there and then.
Well, it's a good thing and a bad thing also. I think so far it's working. But who says that tomorrow we might lose two early wickets?
Yeah, there's no guarantee.
Because, the middle order and lower middle order has, struggled compared to them. So I think maybe if we lose early wickets, how will we shape up? But Nikhil has said it right, that we have got so much depth. And I think each player, the secret of a good team is game awareness. Why Australia dominated? Because one chink in a game and everybody used to arrive at that point immediately. Other teams take time because some people realize, two players will realize this is the gap, this is the gap. So the whole team coming to that game awareness point where the thing that now is shifting, that India is much more superior. And I think Pakistan, because of the baggage, because it is more than a game for them.
Yeah.
We have moved ahead. This used to be our mentality in 90s. Paji will, because हमें पता था कि they were better in 90s, And we used to say, yaar, ye hai Wasim Akram. So we had a feeling that we might not win. Once you have that feeling, you more often than not win.
Yeah.
So Pakistan has got that feeling.
You're already under pressure.
Because they say, if I do well, I'll become a star.
And
if I don't do well, I'll become a culprit. So they cannot express themselves freely.
I agree with you, and Atul, I get a sense that the pressure on the Pakistani team is multifold. It's not just from the fans who are sitting in the stadium there, it's also from the senior cricketers who are analysing them and they are under the scrutiny all the time. It's also from the, right from the top of their political establishment to the very man last who's standing at the boundary and supporting them in the stadium. Let me go across to Dubai now, where NDTV sports editor Vimal Mohan is joining us live from, and Vimal also has some fans with him there. So Vimal, the mood of course in Dubai is what we should all focus on. It's become a mini series of sorts, 3-match series between India and Pakistan. 2 we are already done with, but tomorrow is the big one, the final clash between the two countries in Asia Cup.
Well, Preeti, I'm standing in front of Taj Hotel, and behind me is the iconic Burj Khalifa, and here are the young kids who are rushing and making huddle with the players, always trying to get autographs. किसके autograph है बेटा तुम्हारे पास?
Sky, Kuldeep, ये एक chief.
How are the players approaching you?
The players, they are nice and they're giving everyone signatures and photos.
So you're happy with the team?
Yes.
And do you think India will win? And this guy,
100%.
किसके है तुम्हारे पास autograph?
मेरे पास कुलदीप यादव, अर्शदीप सिंह, रिंकू सिंह और जितेश.
तो ये देखिए आप यहाँ पे जो है, this you can see the excitement. These are young kids rushing for the players, always trying to get some autograph. You want to speak? बोल जल्दी बोल बेटा.
इनको भी ऑटोग्राफ मिले.
हाँ, ऑटोग्राफ मिले इनको. तो ये सारे बच्चे हैं जो ऑटोग्राफ के लिए प्लेयर्स के पास जा रहे हैं, और ये बहुत ही आइकॉनिक प्लेस है बुर्ज खलीफा और ताज के बीच में. और यहाँ जब भी टीम इंडिया का कोई प्लेयर बाहर निकलता है, दे रश फॉर देम. और दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट दैट आई जस्ट वांटेड टू इंडिकेट दैट players are very composed. I mean, I'm talking about Indian players. Pakistan is going to have a press conference after 1 hour or so. But Indian players are very composed. They are focused on cricket. And I'm always saying again and again, the Pakistan cricket team and Pakistan chairman, they are inciting the masses, the fans, and they are not playing the actual cricket. What Kapil Dev or Atul Wassan or Nikhil Chopra is talking about. So it is beyond cricket. I mean, I've covered cricket for last 30 years, but I can't see the intensity, this kind of intensity off the field. So that is it. But we are excited about the match. All the fans are excited about the match. And we all know the statistics. 2-0 here, 7-0, I mean, in the last 7 matches.
All right. In fact, statistics are definitely heavily stacked in favor of Team India. But let's not forget, like all our cricket experts have been cautioning us, that tomorrow is another day. It's a T20 encounter and anything can happen in those 40 overs. You've got to be giving your best to win that final against Pakistan in the Asia Cup. But we are taking a very quick break here. On the other side of the break, I'm going to get you to meet our Studio 11. What do I mean by Studio 11? I have some fantastic fans, budding cricketers with me right here in our studios. We will be talking to them. They will be talking to our cricket experts as well and talking about their expectations from the clash between India and Pakistan. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for our big coverage right here on NDTV 24/7. Welcome back. You're watching our big coverage of the Grudge Final between India and Pakistan in Asia Cup. This is the third time that the two teams are going to face each other in Asia Cup 2025, but the first time in 41 years that they will be playing a final match. Like I promised before the break, I have our Studio 11 lined up for you. Guys, clap for yourself, clap for Team India, and welcome to the show. So good to have some passionate cricketers, fans amongst us. Let's begin by having this conversation with them. And of course, you all know that we have our 3 cricket experts with us in the studios. You can put up your questions to them. You can share your opinion as well about the India-Pakistan match. Who's going to start first? All right.
I'll take the initiative.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mayank. And first of all, Kapil sir, you have a really lovely smile. My question to you is that we've heard a lot about the catches in the UAE grounds. Everyone, not only India, all the teams are, seeming to leave all the catches, drop all the catches. Yesterday also, Sunny Paji, I heard him saying in the commentary box that there is something about the lights in the UAE grounds. So if you want to shine some light on it.
Yeah, I'm going to request Kapil Paji to please join me here.
Yeah, everyone, let's give a hand of applause for him.
Big hand to our first World Cup winning captain, Kapil Dev. He's here with us in our studios. An honor to really have you here. Sir, the youngster has a very specific question for you.
I understand that everybody has his own, I'm in this business, lighting business. So I understand that when you have a necklace lighting, that's not so much problem. When you have 4 tower or 6 tower where you have 100 lights, then it's a problem because it's a 4 sun coming. When you have a necklace lighting, that's not so difficult. But I think the ball dips there most of the time. Daytime also we have seen the catches drop, and we have seen in the evening also. I think for that sometime you have to practice more. More practice, better it is, because we haven't played much cricket in the Gulf, anywhere in the world where the sand and the wind is like that. Sometimes the wind change, because when your ball goes slightly high, the wind plays much a bigger role, if you can see that. So that's where the boys, everybody have to practice more. Practice make a man perfect, and that's how it is.
Yeah, and catching has been a bit of a concern in a couple of matches, and I'm sure
everybody, for
everyone, yes.
But that's more practice you do, better you will be.
All right, on that note, boys and girls, let's welcome our other 2 cricketers as well. Nikhil Chopra, Atul Wassan, please join me here along with our live audience. We would love to get your inputs as well. So get your questions ready. Please ask specifically whom do you want this question to be put to.
Hello sir, my name is Sharma and I want to ask the question from Kapil sir.
Okay.
Sir, how and when players do decide when to play on the front foot and versus the back foot?
I think that you have to go to the practice that automatically start happening. Okay, should I play front or back? Because it's a very difficult pre-mind. You already know I want to play in front. The ball is short, your body will react. over the years when you practice day in, day out, that's what it happened. A short ball, you automatically go back. When the ball pitch up, you automatically come forward. So you don't have to do something, just do practice and you become a habit of when to pick up the length. Sometimes you don't pick up the length, then the problem comes, then you've seen more people getting out.
All right. Anyone else with the questions here? Yeah.
Hi sir, my name is Yashasvi and my question is from every panelist that how do a bowler tackles the situation when dew settles on the pitch? Is it easy for them or?
No, of course. When dew comes, it is difficult, but it's easier for batsmen because the ball doesn't grip and just comes onto the bat, and also for a bowler. And these days, most of the bowlers are trying to put variation. Even a fast bowler will only bowl maybe 1 or 2 fast deliveries. 4 deliveries in T20 cricket has to be change up. So, if you have to do change up, then obviously if the ball is slippery, then you will not be able to do it because the grip goes, and even if you're putting the revs, the pitch becomes also slippery, so that the ball, even in spite of you slowing the pace, the ball comes nicely to the bat. So it is difficult.
I think Nikhil, you can also add here because you've also covered a lot of cricket in Dubai, in UAE. So that dew factor.
May explain to you and you can try this at home.
And I think you
Have
can also face the camera.
It's a dry ball.
Get up, come on. Sir is giving you live lessons.
It's a dry ball.
Yeah.
Now you see the stitching on the cricket ball?
Yeah.
Now that's cotton. Now when there's dew on the ball, the dew forms on the cricket outfield. Once this ball, the stitching of the ball gets wet, it gets really hard to grip because then it's slippery, and then for any fast bowler looking to deliver the ball, that's why you must have seen a lot of quicker bowlers go cross seam. They're trying to get more control of the grip, how to control the ball. And the difference is, get a tennis ball at home.
Yeah.
Cemented pitch, throw a couple of balls, you try and bat, it'll stop and come to you. Okay. Same tennis ball, wet it with a little bit of water in a bucket of water and throw it. It'll skid through. That's why you've seen a lot of captains at the toss saying, well, there's going to be dew, that's why we're looking to chase. When there's dew and the ball gets wet, when you're looking to bat, the ball skids on. And it gets easier for the batsman to pick the line of the ball and you can hit through the line of the ball. There's no deviation off the surface.
Less traction.
Come on, guys. That's a great live lesson. You guys are so lucky that you are getting it right from the best out here in our studios. More questions coming from this side.
Okay, so my name is Manas Sharma and I would like to ask a question to Kapil sir. So when you started off in your career, you started as a fast bowler, right? And swing came very naturally to you, but then you performed phenomenally when it came to batting as well. So I mean, there would have been a lot of pressure on you of how you would perform in batting, right? So was there a time or a phase in your career where you were confused or you were in a dilemma of where to delegate your energy, time or efforts more?
I think this is a very English word, pressure.
Yeah.
When you are playing, there is a fun. What is the pressure?
Oh.
When you're having a fun, what is the pressure?
I think that's the mindset of a champion.
I think enjoy yourself. And again, I was a bowler, but every time I play a match, I get a batting. Which so many times batsman doesn't have that opportunity. So you have to work hard on your technique, yourself, keep your eyes and ears open, what's happening so you can improve yourself. And if you have a tendency to improve, then sky's the limit. And that's what I used to do. Every time I get a bat in my hand, I used to say, how I can get runs. And then there is no pressure. I think pressure word is coming too much these days because your expectation is the performance, not enjoying the game.
Yeah, Paji has deflated the pressure. Well done.
Yeah, but don't take it seriously because it was easy for him.
Don't take it seriously. Paji.
It was easy for him. He wanted to do whatever he could do.
It's easy for a champion. Paji, is it easy for a champion?
No, make it easy for yourself then. if you really want to play well. Yes, I think again, I would say to you, youngster, go and practice.
Yeah.
Practice hard. More you practice, better it is. It's like a handwriting. When these days, the boys and girls doesn't have a handwriting because all the time you're on mobile,
typing.
right? So you write 1 page, 10 page, 100 page, you improve. Same with the cricket. You go and practice. More you practice, better you will be. And that should be the attitude on that.
Fantastic.
Yes, some people have the knack of getting things much easier. Some people don't have knack. It takes so much. Like my English, I take so much time for me to work on that. But I think, again, same thing in cricket. Something has come easier to me. I enjoyed that.
Paji has practiced and practiced and practiced. I might have time for just one last question. Anyone here? Please go ahead. Yeah.
Hello everyone. My name is Harshal and I have a question for all the three panelists here. So we see a lot of players doing certain actions in the ground and during the game. And these are the actions which are coming from somewhere else. So for example, some incident happened outside, which recently also...
Gestures
specifically that you're saying. Do you think, sir, that we are going away from the beauty of cricket and we are not actually focusing more on cricket and these actions come in?
Mine is one line, so I give focus to the game. No need to focus outside. Your job is to perform, not give the gesture.
Can you make a video and advise Pakistan on the same thing you're asking? Maybe they'll listen to you.
No, he may give advice, but will they listen to him?
So I tell you, gestures have always been a part of cricket, and that was the beauty of cricket, that edge. We used to go to Australia and we were the nice guys of world cricket. We used to get upset because they used to abuse, because this is how they live their life. This is the attitude. But you have to learn, because that angle is always there, the sledging was there, that sarcasm was there, and you have to learn that, because if you take that away from the game, then the game will become very, very boring. But this context...
there's a line.
No, I do. So now what is happening is, in the context of the backdrop of the narrative which is going on, it is ugly because of what we are going through. Otherwise it's fine.
I'll say gesture. Certain people enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
I'll give you the best of the best players. McEnroe. If he doesn't do that, he couldn't perform. He liked to lift himself. Javed Miandad, he used to do that to lift his game. And Maradona, a best of the best players. So I think understand that somebody trying to nag or trying to have an argument, he lift himself and other people can't match that thing. So don't copy somebody. If something like that happen and improve your game, why not do it?
Then eventually you have to deliver also. You don't take it and then lose.
That's exactly what's happening with Pakistan.
Yeah.
Quickly, Nikhil, I want your comments as well here, because there's a difference between sledging and aggression, which is justified, but then when you cross that boundary and become insensitive is what we've seen with Pakistan. That's not justifiable.
I mean, in sport, fair enough, high voltage games, you can't hold back your emotions, fair enough. You're celebrating, like Paji said, you got the antics to just get the adrenaline flowing. But if you have agendas with the gestures that you're trying to do, then you're going against the spirit of the game.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, West Indies was the best team in our era. They never did anything. Their gesture was only raising the eyebrow.
That demeanor was so intimidating.
Yeah, because I will let you know tomorrow morning when I come to the ground. Sometime your performance should speak, and you don't have to say something, don't have to do the action. Before what Nikhil said, Atul, don't do the action. Performance will do all the things.
You know the story of elephant and the hyenas, yeah?
Bata dijiye.
It's the same, sir. When I say this elephant and dogs, so this don't have to.
All right, on that note, I think boys and girls, we all know that Indian team is going to show it with their performance on the field. So let's cheer for Team India as we wrap up this fantastic discussion. India. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you, Atul, Nikhil and Paji for joining us on this fantastic show. And of course, our big coverage will continue on NDTV 24/7.